a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Western Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time today. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Davis looking to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Working that left side now. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds the tight end. Good, solid tackle. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball,
he wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of... fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. On the option. Quick toss. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Davis will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick shovel pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Toppers! All that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Blue offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to...
Turning it on. Made a defender miss. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
He wants to throw it again. Man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Davis looking to pass. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Bolden. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running to the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. The give to the single back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Use the play fake, down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Davis will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hilltoppers are on the move. Looking to scramble. They'll go with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bolden. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hilltopper. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Blue Hen, he's come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial. He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Oh, better look out! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open, and then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets away. Oh, he's got some space. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Returner is tackled down at the 37, and your Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Throws to the back. He's got it. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The offense changing the play. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back.
He'll take a shot. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, WKU. Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Delaware. Boys, I think more scores are coming.
That touchdown pass at the end of the half is really going to help out this quarterback's confidence. The extra point's going to give them the lead. You got to feel good heading in at halftime. When you're up on the scoreboard, expect them to keep throwing it around in the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Davis will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their... They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
The Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a deep man. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Zings it complete to the right. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Hilltoppers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one's way too far for everybody. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear,
trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Davis will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Get set.
Handoff from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Connection to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Setting up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Looking for room at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. And the QB has more than had his way, just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Grease, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out in your spot.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sidelines.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Topper. They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after.
Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. On the option. Now the toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my quarterback. I trust you. I want to throw the ball down the field on 3rd and long, make a play, but understanding the situation, throw that thing to the crowd. Now a field goal puts me up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter where I like my chances.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Big loss on the play. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much... that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
Big fella moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. 3rd and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your touchdown, Hilltopper, and they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offense. Firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
He's looking to throw. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football secure.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Here comes the offense on first down. I'd advise just throwing this one away. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.